Well, for weeks now, we've been following the progress of one woman, and she undergoes and has undergone a series of treatments from Medical Aesthetic Boutique. Today, Erica is back with Dr. David Goodkind to tell us about her latest procedure. We want to welcome both of you back, Dr. Goodkind. Erica, great to have you here.
It's good to be back.
How are you feeling, Erica? Because I know you underwent the Smart Lipo MPX.
Yes, amazing. I feel amazing. It's a whole new world. It's a whole new everything.
Dr. Goodkind, chime in if you can and explain to us what MPX is and how that differs from just the basic liposuction that we're all familiar with.
MPX is much different than traditional liposuction. It employs laser technology, which allows us to melt fat and tighten skin, and because of that, we can use thinner cannulas. That translates into a surgeon having much more control over his results.
Now, I believe we have some of that video of the procedure, but we do want to warn our viewers, this is a medical procedure, so if you're a little bit squeamish, you may want to look away. But it is important to know that this is important to show because this is part of the surgery, right, Dr. Goodkind?
Correct.
So tell us what we're doing right now.
Right now, we're melting the fat. That's the first part of the procedure. You can see on that video that I've mapped the area like a topographical map.
Right.
Then made it into quadrants, so you can concentrate on each 5x5 quadrant. Now, that was suctioning out the fat. So here we're tightening the skin by using the laser probe right underneath the skin. Here you see Erica wide awake doing it, chatting with us.
And were you uncomfortable at all? Erica's laughing,
No.
but I mean, you really were chatting. I mean, you look like you're completely fine and awake.
I was listening to an iPod. I had some relaxation music on, but we were talking and yeah, I wasn't in pain at all. You could feel a sensation. You can feel there's something happening, but there's no pain.
And for people who look at this kind of stuff, Dr. Goodkind, and are saying, you know, how do I know if I'm an ideal candidate? How do you know if this is something that's going to work for you? Because it's less invasive, right?
Well, it's the people that are really good candidates are people that have isolated areas of fatty deformity.
Okay.
That are not treated by exercise and diet. This is not a substitute for exercise and diet.
Right, and we should mention that.
It's what's left over after exercise and
because
diet.
there are those trouble spots that people say that are resistant to the weight loss or actually being able to tone up. And for you, though, how many treatments did you actually have to undergo?
It was just one treatment, and I had my outer legs and my knees done, and which are two areas that I could never erase with exercise, no matter what I did or how much weight I'd lost.
Right.
It never went away, but now it's gone.
And Dr. Goodkind, for this particular procedure, what are we talking in terms of recovery time? She comes in for a consultation with you.
Right.
Is it just the one consultation?
There's many consultations as necessary, but usually it's one consultation.
Okay.
Then they come in for the procedure. It's a day procedure done in my office under local anesthesia with some oral sedation, meaning that we just give you a tablet to take that takes away some of the pain and takes away some of the anxiety.
Okay.
After that, we dress the wounds. The wounds are tiny, 1 or 2, 3 millimeters with maybe one stitch. And then we put you in a compressive girdle that you wear for 3 weeks. And pretty much, I think Erica will attest to the fact that you're up and about that afternoon, that night.
The same day?
The same day.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
And then how long do the results last? Are we talking like, you know, for the year, or these lifetime results that we're going to be able to benefit from?
What we're talking about is removing some of your genetically predisposed areas of fatty fullness. Once those areas are removed with smart liposuction, they're gone forever. We recontour your body, and it's changed. You can get bigger or smaller, but you won't see that bulge anymore.
And this is where I'm sure dieting and exercise plays a role, I'm sure, in making sure that you're committed to that in conjunction with enjoying the benefits of the Smart Lipo.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, we do have some video of you before. I want to make sure that we take a nice little look at that if we can. We'll roll that video. This is Erica before. Dum-dum-dum. And let's take a look at this birthday chic, sexy mama now. You look fantastic. And I have to say, you know, Erica, I will say you looked fantastic before.
Oh, thank you.
And you look beautiful now.
Thank you. But it's much different. And, you know, and shopping for clothes is a whole new world. You know, owning a store and being so clothes-minded and wardrobing, it's a whole new world to be able to wear things that are much more fitted and show off the figure. Absolutely.
What was it about the Smart Lipo that you were like, I really want to have this done? What was it for you?
It's unleashed a whole new image that I'm able to portray, that I'm able to wear different clothing, different dresses, different jeans. I feel much more confident about myself. And it also has changed my whole outlook on food. Every time I put something in my mouth, I think of that fat jar that if you do watch on followerica.com, the procedure, you'll see the fat jar. And
a
that
moment
does
on the
have
lips, a lifetime on the hips is what they say.
It really.
But you do treat yourself, I'm sure.
Oh, I do, and going out for my birthday tonight, I'll have to have a little extra something.
Well, honey, I hope so. If not, bring it over here to me, and it will not go to waste here. We have some before and after pictures that we certainly want to show some of our viewers here. And Dr. Goodkind, can you kind of talk us through what we're seeing here?
Here you see on the left the before picture, and you see this isolated area, the fatty bulge, that's gone in the picture on the right.
Ah, okay, I do see that. All right.
So again, it's for areas of. I think this is Erica's
That's
picture.
Even more.
Right, this is even more impressive. Here's Erica's left hip on the left side before the procedure, and there you see it on the right side after the procedure.
And this is only a month after.
Right. This is only, I think, a month or 5 or 6 weeks afterwards.
Yeah.
You really have to wait a full 3 months before you see the final result. So as good as this looks, she's still on her way to even a better result.
Isn't that great? Look at she's like, yes, isn't that
She
great?
likes it.
I mean, so can I say this? I mean, would you do it? Would you do it again?
I would, and I would recommend to anyone that is frustrated with not being able to change that part that is annoying, whether it be, and I didn't do my arms, but I've seen arms done.
Your arms look great.
Amazing results. And other people's legs and knees and belly areas, it is amazing results. And not that I'm not going to exercise. I'm looking forward to toning and more. But I don't have to worry about not being able to be frustrated with not getting
And that, I'm
that.
sure, was one of the goals that she came to you with, and that was wanting to make sure that she could wear what she wants to wear and feel comfortable.
Well, a lot of people on Erica's blog said, well, why are you doing somebody like Erica? She doesn't really need
That
this.
would be my question.
Right. But again, it's not a substitute for diet and exercise. It's not an operation for obesity. It's for after dieting and exercise when you're as in good a shape as you can. We can then plane off or take off these little bulges that you can't spot reduce, but we can suction it out with Smart Lipo.
Well, good to know. Listen, you can find out more about Smart Lipo or Fuzion Medical Aesthetic Boutique by logging onto our website at WTNH.com. Click on Connecticut Style and we'll get you the link right there and the information right on your screen. Happy birthday to you, Erica.
Thank you very much,
so much for being
Desiree.
here. And
Thank
Dr.
you. It's
Goodkind, always a
seeing you
pleasure.
again.
Thank you for
very much.
answering all of
Thanks.
our questions.
You bet.